This is Sentai Michael from Squeeze Productions, bring you a new a new podcast from my channel called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand it. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breach during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. Anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Kyuranger. The Kyuranger. Now, episode 9. So when we last left off with Lucky and the other Kyurangers being handmade. Instead, we were surprised that Commander Zhao was that Commander Zhao morphed into a Kyuranger. So anyway, Commander Zhao was fighting off the dangers to Jack Mather, the Lieutenant Assassins, Akiko and Monaco. So basically, Commander Zhao told Lucky to go to free Stinger, Raptor, and Goth while he fights him off with the time he had left. And Lucky was like, what time he left? And Ike and Monica was like, yeah, you probably don't have that much time left anyway. So they did what Commander Zhao told them to do. So basically, while they were freeing the others, Commander Zhao started got static on his ranger form for some reason. So, and Ike and Monaco said, your time level is up, and so basically, so they were still fighting Commander Zhao and shit. So basically, turns out that he demorphed. Turns out he demorphed. So that's the reason why they kept on Ike and Monaco kept on saying that, you probably reached your time limit already, because it seems like he can't be in his ranger form too long for some reason. So anyway, Lucky summoned his Voyager Zord and got the others Sentai, but Spare stayed behind and tried to help Commander Zhao after he demorphed. So basically, but instead he got kicked, but he got knocked out by Ike and Monaco and Akiko, and got taken captive, and they told Commander Zhao, like, if you want him back, if you want your friend back, you have to face us tomorrow. So anyway, and they took Stan away. So anyway, meanwhile back on the ship, they were talking to Cat Nago and Balance about Commander Zhao being a Kyuranger, and Chat Balance and Nago was surprised that he's been a Kyuranger that long. Even Sting didn't know that Commander Zhao was a Kyuranger. So anyway, so basically, Commander Zhao came in with the boy Kato, and Kato was bugging him, with Barhead saying, he wants to be a Kyuranger just like you guys. And Commander Zhao said, I tell you what, if you beat me in a damn rock paper scissors, I'll think about letting you be a Kyuranger. So basically, they played one game of rock, paper, scissors, and Kato lost. So basically, but Commander Zhao said you can stay on the ship for now. So Commander Zhao, Lucky was asking Commander Zell, well, how come you didn't tell us that you were the Kyuranger this whole time? And Commander Zell said, well, let me explain. So meanwhile, back on Earth, he's like how you Stan was like, how do you know that that Commander Zell couldn't how do you guys know that Commander Zell couldn't take his finger on that wall? So basically, Commander Zell, Ike, and Monica was talking about how Commander Zell became Kyuranger in the first place. Turns out before he found any of the other Kyurangers, it was just him and the supreme commander of the Kyurangers just started out and shit. So basically, it turns out the supreme commander name was Big Bear. He's an alien bear. So anyway, he's big. So anyway, it turns out that Commander Zell's Q-Timer is artificially created. Unlike the other Q-Timer are created from star systems, his Q-Timer is artificially created. So basically, it's not made for a star constellation like the others. But turns out the reason why they did this in the first place, in case Commander Bear will, just in case they didn't find the 9 Kyurangers in time and shit. So that's the reason why they created, Zell's Dragon Q-Timer in the first place. But it turns out, and also help create new Q-Timers based on the process. But it turns out the process was unstable. Therefore, Commander Zell couldn't stay in his finger form for very long with this artificial Q-Timer. So basically, doing something reckless, he took on Ike and Monaco, therefore got Big Bear killed in the process. So that's the reason why he was so hellbound not to lose any of you guys and whatnot, and was pissed off why you guys didn't obey his orders and shit. So basically, he blamed himself for being fucking hard-headed, and got his friend killed, Big Bear, killed and whatnot. He was truly that Commander Big Bear was the real commander of the Kyurangers, but he said he got killed by Ike and Monaco. Big Bear asked him to take his job up, take his job and find the 9 Kyurangers and save the universe from the Jack Matter organization. So anyway, basically, Commander Zell, Ike, and Monaco explain the whole detail about Zell and his Q-Timer and about Big Bear and whatnot. So anyway, so Lucky was you got us now, so don't worry, we'll figure you got us now. So basically, it's just like it doesn't matter you have a time limit to be a Kyuranger with your Q-Timer, but you're still a Kyuranger just like us. So that's what Commander Zell say. All right, let's go. Tomorrow we lost the operation. We'll go say span. So early that morning, Commander Zell snuck out of the ship. But Lucky followed him and back on the right spaceship. The others woke up and noticed that Lucky and Commander Zell was were gone and shit. So anyway, meanwhile, Lucky, Nagaro, Balance, and Champ was still far away, trying to get back to Earth, but she seemed like they ain't gonna make it back in time and shit. So anyway, Lucky said you can't do this alone, so took it to Zell on Earth, you can't do this alone. And Commander Zhao said, "You right." So basically, let's play a game rock paper scissors. So basically, if you win, you come with me. If I win, you go back to the ship with the others. So Lucky was like, "Okay." So when they're about to play rock paper scissors, Commander Zhao punched Lucky in the stomach and knocked him out, and he went to go save Span. So basically, Commander Zhao went to go save Stan, but he got ambushed by Ike and Monaco, and had no choice but to morph up into his Kyuranger form and start to fight them. And Stan was like, I'm not gonna leave you with these two murderers. So basically, he morphed up and fought for a long time with Commander Zhao. So anyway, but so while that was going on, Lucky was found unconscious on the ground. He just woke up into the others, found him on the ground and shit. And Kato was left on board the Kyuranger spaceship to look out as a lookout for the ship and whatnot. So anyway, things were not going very well to Span and Commander Zhao. Commander Zhao, once again, Commander Zhao's time limit was up in his Ranger form, and therefore, Span was not doing very good after being injured and shit. So basically, Ike and Monaco managed to knock them out of their Ranger form and about to finish it on until Lucky and the others showed up and Lucky was talking to Commander Zhao, "You can't do this alone." Once again, he was giving that speech, you're Kyuranger, just like us, we're a team, we fight together. And Commander Zhao, I don't like. Commander Zhao was like, you're right, Lucky. I should have listened to you. And that's when all nine of the Q Thomas, including Commander Zhao, started to grow. Turns out, all nine of the Kyurangers' Q Thomas start to grow along with Commander Zhao's Q Thomas. Turns out of nowhere, this big star constellation that looks like a dragon appeared and transformed into this red purple dragon with a golden head, and this purple gold-headed dragon said to Commander Zhao, "What is your wish? What is your wish, Commander Zhao?" And Commander Zhao looked at the other Kyurangers like, "I was to be a Kyuranger, just like I was to be the Kyuranger." So the dragon granted Commander Zhao his wish and made him. And made his Q-Tama a real Q-Tama, just like the other 9 Q-Tamas, and therefore he became the 10th, as Commander Zhao became the 10th Kyuranger. So basically, with his new official real Q-Tama, he no longer has time limit to be a part. To be in his Kyuranger form. So anyway, so basically he managed to take along with with the power of his with his Q-Tama glove and his staff, he managed to destroy Monaco. But Ike was like, "Oh, you guys," Ike was like, "Oh, I had enough for today," and he took a piece of what was left of Monaco. I think he must use that piece to somehow bring her back somehow, and summon these giant magisters that Lucky and the others took down earlier, and left the Kyurangers to deal with them. So basically, that's when Commander Zhao summoned his real boys or dragon boys of Zord, and with together with Kiro, they managed to take down the two magistrates and one giant robot in jail and save the day once again. So basically, back on board the line, Commander Zod was begging the others for making me realize that you guys are my teammates and whatnot. So basically after test Kyuranger, I will fight alongside with you guys. So basically they were celebrating, and that's when Kale once again said, if I was a Kyuranger, I'll be the 11th Kyuranger if you guys let me become a Kyuranger. And he started to shake Commanders out and cheer and shit. So basically Sting was like, don't get ahead of yourself. And Ham was like, sorry, there's no way you could become a Kyuranger in the first place. And that's when Kato called Hammy old grandma, and she started to chase Kato around the ship and whatnot. And while Commander Zod was looking outside space, thinking about his friend Big Bear. He's like, your spirit lives on, Big Bear, and he did not notice a star constellation shaped as a bear. And this is how the episode ended, with Kato bumping into Commander Zod, forcing him to fall down. So basically, this episode was good, and it also gave us a preview of the next episode. So basically, we know that there's a bear constellation, a bear star constellation near Earth. So basically, this has that Kato is gonna be a Kyuranger very soon. So basically, and also I gotta say, even though Commander Zhao's Kyuzo didn't combine with Kiryu, but it was just pretty fucking awesome. And plus whoever wrote this episode must be a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, cause the way that purple dragon gave Commander Zhao the power to become a Kyuranger, they must have got that from Dragon Ball Z. So basically, I gotta say, this episode was not bad. So anyway, this is Sentai Michael signing off. 1.